And welcome back. In the last episode we had a chicken pasture being infested, so we had to emergency butcher them. Well, I hope they get butchered and didn't just die because of the infestation. So get your disinfecting agent out and let's play more Banished. I forgot to drink something, damn it. I won't drink something now. Do I have more stone over here? I wonder if the market also stores that. They have iron, they have... no, they don't seem to store stones. Okay. Remove that. And we are full on firewood again. That's good to know. Will probably not be once the trader comes in again. Assuming it's not livestock trader again. I'm also somewhat glad we got the chicken pasture and not any other. Wow, look at that. I suppose the chickens are on their way now. I'm so glad we don't have like foxes or anything, only deer. No aggressive wildlife. Although there is some kind of background wildlife on the map somewhere. It's in the forests. Sometimes people die to hunting accidents, or I think someone was actually already killed by a wild boar. I'm not sure if it was in this playthrough. But I've had this, I've seen this, so it's sometimes kind of interesting. It was also weird because I had a sudden spike in accidents when I opened the tavern, and that is another thing that got me worried about building one in this playthrough. I'm not sure if it was just a coincidence or if it was because my people had booze available now. But yeah, it was kind of weird because I built the tavern and it was running, it was producing not sure what it was, I think it was using berries or something. And the moment it started producing alcohol and started giving out alcohol, I had somebody having a really strange death message. I forgot what it was. I think it was something silly with an axe. So a woodcutter just fell into his axe or something. And because I had never seen that before, I was quite sure it had to do with the tavern. So yeah, we'll see. I might build one soonish. Gotta make sure we are not losing food, because in that case it would be a bad move to build a tavern. If we are losing food, I won't build a tavern right now. Although I expect to lose some food within the next year or two, because we are building houses and people tend to stock up, as we all know. I also could have built stone houses, although I'm a bit worried about my amount of stored stone. It's not that much, and if a fire breaks out you need a lot of stone to replace what has been or replace what has burned down. So it's always good to have a oh, sorry, a bit of a stockpile, which we currently don't. So not gonna say it, well, I hope I'm not saying it too loud, but the event of a fire could royally screw us over. If it breaks out in the right places, like over here, we are screwed. Absolutely screwed. So yeah, this could actually get the place down. But let's hope it's not going to happen. Let's just hope it's not going to happen. Also wondering if those guys have produced much. No, not those guys. Those guys. Yeah, no, we don't seem to make many herbs anymore. Not sure that's a good thing. How's the other hut doing? There is. They are also not doing too well. I think we had seasons where we had like 100 or so herbs in 1 year. So yeah, this is... I'm fairly unimpressed. Let's just say that. It's not impressive. Okay, 3 more houses to be built. How are we doing on the houses now? We have 52 families. Okay, screw that. We'll probably always have more families than houses, so there's no point in keeping that any... in putting more work into that. Also, the first fields are getting harvested already in late summer, which is fine. The pumpkins are growing slow. I don't know why. It might be because the workers have to go a very long way. Was that a pathing thing? I know that was a tool somewhere here. Paths there. Weird. People don't have that much of a way. So I don't know what's keeping those people away for so long. Might have just gone to the herbalist or something. Let's use 4 builders to get this done quicker. By the way, with farming, it's a very quick way to the top of the food limit. I usually get there quite fast, simply because farming gives you about 1,000 units or so. Let's see, last year, yeah, 1,500 units. So, yeah, if you have about 6 fields, you end up with a lot of food, and you should have stored something. I mean, we now have 6,000 units. We're going to store more of it now. I might actually have to increase that to 15,000. Not going to do it that way. 15,000. We can now also consider selling food, but it's not worth that much. I might, however, just put something in here just to free the storage space. Is there any way we can see? I think the full inventory of the town was somewhere here. Inventory. Yeah, we have a lot of beans, corns, pumpkins. We're going to store 200 of each here. Let's put 200 of those. I'm also interested in seeing how they sell, how much they are worth for the trader. And what did I say? Pumpkins. There we go. 200 of those as well. How are we doing on cherries and that stuff? How's that going? Crop field has infested. Oh, this one. Well, great. Harvest it. You have to do that, otherwise we'll just lose all the harvest anyway. Although we're somewhat lucky because we got it this year, and or we got it in late summer, not in early spring or something, which would have basically cost us the entire harvest. I don't have that many pecans and cherries, so I'm not going to store any of those yet. I might do it later. But I think one orchard of every kind of tree you can have is enough for a long time. We might actually put down a quarry or something. Maybe over here. Or up here. That could work as well. It's a bit of space we don't need that direly, so should be fine. Actually, I might really want to do that. Where can we put a quarry? It's It's pretty damn huge, and as I said, this space is basically lost. We can't do anything with that once it's mined out. I don't actually want to put it all the way over there, but this is bad because it makes people unhappy to live near a quarry. So yeah, I'll just place it here. I'll just place it here. Question is how. That's too close to the hut. I don't want to do that. Where's that that yellow line? There. Did I mark that for removal? If not, let's do so now. Although people will remove it anyway. But I guess now is a good time to build one because we are low in stones. And we need to sort that out. That could work. Yeah, let's do that. And let's start building a road. From here to at least here, then I guess from here to there. Does that work? Yes. Great. It even intersects, so can I remove that road again? I think I built a bit too much road here. There we go. One space was too much. How's that crop field doing? Not too well. Okay, we have early autumn and most of the harvest is actually in, so we're doing good there. And we've been having a terrible year for agriculture. A lot of infestations going on. Not sure this is getting a trend now. I hope it's not. We actually have a disease at some point as well. It's a pretty interesting mechanic, and I'm not sure... Do I have a second... No, I don't have a second hospital. I might want to fix that as well. Also fire one of the builders. We don't need him. And we have a lot of stuff to remove here. 66 removal jobs and then a lot of hauling required. So I don't actually need those builders right now. I mean, they would act as laborers if memory serves, but who cares? We can dump a whole lot of people into stone cutting, by the way. So that'll be definitely a thing. Okay, we're at 7,000 food. Not as far as I had hoped to get, but it works. I mean, we started with 5,000 or so when I started recording, and we're doing well. Even with those infestations, we're still doing pretty fine as a village, or as a town. I'm not sure if we're actually in a city already. It's not like you get a pop-up message or anything. That's also something I find interesting about Banished, although I think it also bears quite a risk. I mean, you can build everything from the beginning of the game. There is no slow progression throughout things. You don't start with wooden huts and then get to build stone huts and so on, like you had, for example, in Anno. I'm not sure if it's still in the later ones. I've played Anno 1602 back in ye old days, and I liked it, although I never got into it that much. I played other sailing games more, like Elizabeth I, a great game by Ascaron. I think it could have a different name in other countries, but it was a great game, and I played that a great deal more than I played Anno, or Anno. And yeah, but I remember that you basically started out with simple stuff, and the more population you had, the better stuff you got to build. And while of course it is a good thing because the player doesn't get overwhelmed with all the options they have and all the things they can do. It can also be a bit boring to have to wait for this and that population milestone to finally arrive, because I think people were moving in slow. They didn't grow instantly. It would be a slow process. I'm also happy we don't have any gold systems in here. We don't have money. We live on, I don't know, socialism, communism, whatever. Since everybody can get into every house, I suppose this is a bit of a communist society, where everybody owns everything. Then again, it might be... They might just do the currency trading somewhere in the background. Hurry up, guys, I want to do the crop rotation. I'm technically done with the video today. Not sure when I'll upload this. I'd prefer to get it uploaded tomorrow, or at least somewhat in time, because I don't have a Banished video up right now. Well, I don't have a Banished video uploaded so far, so I can't release anything. And yeah, I prefer not to. Or not to keep this status for too long. I mean, I didn't record anything this Tuesday. I didn't record Papers, Please, despite my absolute intention to do so. I didn't upload my Evil Genius episodes yet as well. I'll have to try to do that tomorrow when I'm at work. And yeah, some other stuff I didn't record yet. I think I still have Town sitting around, at least 1 or 2 episodes. Yeah. Battle for Western also has been recorded. I'm not sure if I uploaded it. I completely lost track of that. And I also lost track of time because my cell phone was reminding me of the countdown for the episode earlier. I'm still a bit of a scatterbrain because it's late and I'm still in the internship. I'm still stressed. It's terrible. But it's almost over. Most of it is done already. Oh, I can tell this not to work. I'm impressed. Not sure why I would do that, but I can. Although stopping the market from working seems a bit counterintuitive to me, because it would probably lead to either those people starving or those people starving. And I'm not sure which I would prefer, to be honest. I mean, technically both parts of town are sustainable and should be able to do well on their own. Although I'm not sure who's getting the majority of the food deliveries here. Okay, you become a pumpkin field, you become a cornfield, and you become a bean field. There we go, crop rotation. I only got 1 year done this video. Well, actually, ramp up this. Why did I have? Oh, I had it to 1 time because the infestations happened, I think. Quite sure that resets your speed so you can react in time, which is good. Also, I'm not sure if I finished this thought about Anno and the Banished and all the buildings being available. Ooh, a merchant. Is it... It is a food merchant. I don't need this one either. And yeah, I can only place orders for food. So let's see, can I trade? I can trade a lot here. I don't want to though, because I don't need to buy anything from this guy. So I could order something, but I don't want to order something because I don't need any of that. So dismiss. If I could order something else, I would do that, but I can't. If he would allow me to order stones that he would send another merchant over next year, I would be happy with that, but no, he isn't. Also going to put those 3 laborers in here, just all 3 builders in here, just in case they are the ones doing the removal jobs. Although I'm quite sure that's leg work for the laborers as well. Anyway, time to end this episode. I'll see you all next time. Bye!